All right, Andrew, we're talking about the Qi35 line of fairways, and we'll get to rescues as well. But before we get to that, the fairways, the line of Qi10 in 2024, huge success
Absolutely.
on all tours. How do you carry that momentum now into 2025?
Yeah, it's great. I mean, we had 7 of the 8 signature events we won the count of Fairway woods on. We won the count on every major and the Olympics, right? And all 3 players on the podium of the men's tournament were all had Qi10 products in the bag, which is huge. Yeah, so it just speaks, it's a true testament to how good our products perform. The tour players, you know, they're looking for specific windows they want to hit their products in. They're looking for specific distance ranges, and they're really looking for a high confident product for them to hit either off a short tee, off a fairway, or in the rough. And so we look at all those parameters, and we want to make sure that we give the best products possible to our consumers based on all that feedback. When it comes to this year, we've been really trying to, again, form, function, and fit, trying to be part of that fit piece. And so we are putting loft sleeves now in all our 3 through 5 woods, and the 7 wood in our tour fairway wood, which is that titanium one, which the tour have really adopted. So we've got a tour shape in the tour, titanium head, movable weights. We still have a flip weight system in there. It's a really ingenious flip weight where you can take it out, move it back and forth, and pull it out and put it back in. It's asymmetrical, so we can put more weight forward or more weight back. Again, like, do you want weight in the back for dispersion? Do you want weight in the front to have like longer ball speeds? And we're seeing overall longer ball speeds. It took us a long time to be able to put loft sleeves in our system because we didn't want to lose any face performance. It's just a bigger hosel to be able to put all that system in there, and so you lose a little bit of face speed. We spent the last 4 years like optimizing faces, looking at where we put our swing weight systems, changing our channels, just making sure it works and we get better ball speed, which we've been able to do finally. And then when you look at the core model, Rory and a lot of our other players are in that. It's a slightly larger shape. It's a lower profile. It's actually lower to the ground now, so it sits really low. It's very confident, inspiring.
Right.
It's got a TAS weight in a TSS weight, sorry, in the front. And we do that to make sure that everything's aligned with where you want to impact the ball, as well as the CG sort of in line with ball as well, so you get perfect energy transfer. And then we got a max one, which I like to call the mini driver, right? It's a 200cc max shape. It's just awesome off the tee. It's awesome off the fairway. It's really powerful. It's really good ball impact performance. And then lastly, we have a lightweight one, again, where we're not taking too much weight out of the head, just a few grams out of the head, just to improve the overall feel. But then we're putting a much lighter shaft grip package in that too, so those slower swing speeds can still generate a lot of power, and it just empowers every golfer with every shape.
And in terms of where you were speaking earlier about the tour and the tour model, even the core model too, how much is that tour feedback, players on tour saying, hey, we want this, and implementing that into the new technology here?
Yeah, I mean, they find the product that works for them. I mean, with Rory, it was really like that slightly larger shape, really gives him confidence to swing hard. I mean, he swings really hard, and he hits long drives, long fairway woods. He bombs everything, and we want to make sure that, you know, similar to a consumer, that you have the freedom to swing and the confidence to hit the ball right. And so we listen to everything they say. We look at all their distance gaps. We know they're not the same as the average core consumer, but they are the inspiration behind why we do everything we do.
And with all these products too, we're seeing more ball speed and a much tighter dispersion, right?
Correct. Yeah, so with the chromium carbon fiber, our technologies of bonding products, we're able to put more weight in the perimeter. We're seeing just overall with our new speed pocket and the way we've aligned our TSS weighting system with it right behind the ball, and then just optimizing faces with our materials, we are seeing higher ball speeds across the face. And again, we're not going to launch something unless we make it better. It took us a while to put loft sleeves in our product, but again, that's because we wanted to get more ball speed and tighter dispersions before we ever brought it to the public.
And even like an ultimate compliment, even looking at players on tour, is that some players are using your product and they're not TaylorMade staffers. How much of a compliment is that for you guys to see other players choosing to use your product?
Yeah, it's a true testament to the performance of the product.
Right.
And, you know, the beginning of the season, we might not win the first signature event just because everybody's sort of trying new products and trying their latest and greatest from the company that they're being sponsored by. But over time, again, we see more people gravitate to our products versus the others, and that's just because they perform better.
Let's get to rescues. Now we have 2 rescues, am I right there?
Yeah, so we limited our line this year. We've had a tour line, a core line, and a max line. We really wanted to make it a simple offering, right? So if you want to get fit, you want to go through a fitting process, our core line is going to be great for you this year. Again, we put loft sleeves and all that. That's a plus or minus 1.5. It's, you know, slightly different, but it's still, you got 3 degrees of change within those products, you know, 2 through 5. And then if you're a max consumer looking for just a really good performing product, a little bit larger profile, those are all bonded. And so like between those two, we can really fit you well. And then again, we still have the lightweight ones. We've taken a little bit of weight out of the head, not too much, a couple grams. Again, we don't want to lose performance in the head. And then we have a lighter shaft grip package just to help with those slower swing speeds.
Qi35, it is a home run here in 2025. Andrew, thanks for your time.
Thanks so much.